Good evening, everyone. Really great to be with you again on Tuesday. I have this theory that if every cleaning agency in the UK sat in a lower VAT category, there would be more money in our tax coffers. Hear me out. I'm Antoinette, founder for Just Helpers, the ethical cleaning agency for Londoners with very nice homes. And I go live every Tuesday around this time. So this conundrum is one of the many things that whir around my head at night, and let me explain why. So the cleaning industry in the UK is currently made up of around 40,000 companies. Within that, there are less than 1% who are big hitters, like employing more than 250 people across a range of services and facility management. 2% more are medium-sized, and the rest, around 39,000 companies, are considered micro to small-sized businesses, engaging 1 to 49 cleaners. And one of the things that I want to research also is how much revenue are each of those categories responsible for within our industry, which overall, back in 2015, was contributing around £24 billion to the economy. Yes, you heard me right. So having recruited our colleagues from various other cleaning companies over the years, including some really sizable ones, we have understood the different ways that other companies handle their payment structure. Hence my questioning of what this is doing for our tax coffers. So don't get me wrong, with a low margin industry such as ours, tax, especially VAT, is a crippling component, either leading to businesses going bust the moment that they cross the VAT threshold, or worse, well, all bad actually, workers being neglected or exploited as companies are forced to navigate around this. So if you engage a cleaner through an agency, you may be familiar with companies who invoice you for their fee, for example, but leave you to pay your helper cash in hand at a price that the two of you can negotiate. Or perhaps a system where you pay cash for the entire fee to your helper, and then it's up to them to pass on the agency commission to their agent or employer. All systems which kind of navigate around the sides of our tax system. So in the domestic market, especially, there's a perceived cap on what one expects to pay for cleaning. Once a price is announced to you, the client, the value of an agency seems to go out the window, and you forget that we're here to make sure that your helper is thoroughly vetted, trained, supported, insured, that they possess the key to your kingdom, your very kingdom, that we broker those tricky conversations about quality and standards that one often finds it difficult to have, and that we do all the heavy lifting of thinking and policy making during tough times like COVID. Instead, a bargaining process happens, margins are squeezed, and creative payment methods become necessary. But at what expense? So I want to start a conversation around what would happen if industries like cleaning sat in a lower VAT category. We have precedent for this from the Eat Out to Help Out era, so it could happen. What positive economic impacts on our tax basket would this have? Because although we would be paying less per company, I'm convinced that collectively, across 40,000 regulated companies, we might end up paying more. What could that do for our economy and our country, particularly exiting COVID? Join the conversation. Tell me how you pay your helper if you have one. Tell me bright ideas for this that you might have for this conundrum if you're economic minded. Introduce me to the right people to have this conversation with as well. The floor is yours. Have a great week. See you next Tuesday.